obviously, when this happened, leftists and Democrats alike issued their strongest condolences toward the victims and their families. Condolences such as what you're about to see in this video here. Go ahead and check it out.
I wonder if the parents of the victims of the Nashville shooting today would still have their children if these trans bills in Tennessee were never a thing. I'm not a parent, but if I were, I'd be real mad at the government. I'd be real mad at the government.
Yeah, great. Imagine if the shoe were on the other foot. Well, let's just go down a list of tweets from leftists. Some of them famous, some of them not. Let's check this out. This one is from You So Serious. He is a Twitch streamer. Let's see. He is a Twitch streamer, gamer, anti-MAGA, anti-fascist, anti-Musk, who also paid Elon Musk $8 a month to get verified on Twitter Blue, and brags in his bio that he owns a Tesla. So he's obviously not that anti-Musk. Also, Elon Musk is one guy. You get like 160 characters in your Twitter bio, and you have such little personality, you chose to make your part of your bio that you are against one guy. And of course, his background picture is Zelensky. So here is his tweet. This is what he said. Regarding the shooting, where 6 people were killed in a Nashville Christian elementary school. 3 of them children, 2 of them teachers, and 1 janitor. He said, I hope it was Republicans that lost their lives. One good thing about gun violence is it occasionally wipes out full Republican families in one fell swoop. I would like to thank congressional Republicans in the NRA. Let's just keep going down the list. Castro's ghost on Redbeard's bunker on Twitter. I still think Tennessee got what it deserved today. You can't victimize people nonstop and expect nothing bad to happen. What's up? I don't condone, I'm not saying the name, it's omitted, actions, although I do understand the outrage against an intolerant state that brainwashes children through religious indoctrination. The reality is this human still identified as that child attending that school and carried that pain into adulthood. Here's the next one, at Tommy Sunshine. Let's focus on the head of the school, Catherine Kuntz, who was specifically targeted by 28-year-old former student, not saying the name, who has been dead named in the press. Can you imagine what the early 2000s Christian curriculum contained about gender, sexuality, and being openly queer? Here's one from Reddit. It said, this was when it was initially announced, multiple victims reported in Nashville school shooting. And the top comment says, better protect those kids from drag queens and trans people. Well, multiple people jumped in to say, I guess this didn't age too well. And this user responded, it aged better than those kids. Very classy from the left. The next one here. This is also on Reddit. This is not the Nashville shooter. This is not a dude, or this doesn't look like a dude. This individual is clearly wearing what most people consider to be feminine, because it was a picture of someone that wasn't the actual shooter. Feminine clothing, and I'd say appears to be a dude presenting in a feminine manner, not in a dude dressed manner. The Nashville shooter was a dude. Stop invalidating her. You sound ignorant. This next one is from George Floyd. These trans folks straight up fucked in they head. Oh, that wasn't supposed to be in here. Oops. That's a tweet from George Floyd from 2011. These trans folks straight fucked in they head. Here's from @DataChick. 5 times CNN misgendered. No correction. A mass shooting is horrible. Misgendering does not make anything better. Why are we concerned about misgendering? Why do we care about the respects of the shooter? We should all be collectively pissing on this person's grave. Whatever we can do to belittle this person without using their name or showing their face, we should be doing. This is Senator Chris Murphy. Senator Chris Murphy from Connecticut. Some of the things being said about trans people on this platform tonight are so viral. The reply, the media has been dead-naming and misgendering him all day. Next up, David Pacman. Who is David? He's somewhat famous. Let me pull him up real quick, because I don't know off the top of my head with this guy. I know I've heard of him. He's a progressive talk show host and political commentator. So boring. So David Pacman said, very surprising that there would be a mass shooting at a Christian school. Don't you? And this isn't just like losers on Twitter. These are like verified media influencer personality types, politicians saying this. This isn't just the whack jobs on Twitter. The lunatic fringe. They're either outright cheering this on, or just being smug about it. Like, well, I guess that's what you get. This is David Packman. Very surprising that there would be a mass shooting at a Christian school, given that a lack of prayer is often blamed for these horrible events. Is it possible they weren't praying enough or correctly despite being a Christian school? And here's this reply to it. As Muslims, we share the pain of our traditional Christian brothers and sisters. We don't know what kind of Jew you are, because David Packman's Jewish, if you don't feel sorrow for the killing of Christian kids. You are not just showing no sympathy, but you are simply laughing at it. Guess who said that? Who do you think said that? Who do you think chimed in and corrected him? Any guess?
Taylor Swift?
No, not Taylor. Taylor Swift's Muslim. Who do you think chimed in and asked progressive talk show host?
I don't know who's Muslim.
Okay, well, okay. I'll tell you. Let me tell you guys who chimed in and told progressive talk show host David Packman to please show some respect and sympathy for these dead kids and their parents. The Taliban. The Taliban chimed in and said, "Hey, maybe you could be a little more sympathetic here." When the Taliban chimes in and has to correct you on your rhetoric, you fucked up. I don't know how else to put it. When the Taliban is the Alex Jones to your Kanye West, you've gone too far. That's all I can say. It didn't stop media members from doing it either. Check these out. These clear victim shaming from various members of the mainstream media. Benjamin Ryan, NBC, has identified the Nashville school shooter as omitted, who identifies as transgender and had no previous criminal record. Nashville is home to the Daily Wire, hub of anti-trans activity by Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, and Michael Knowles. Why would you include that there? New York Post, shooter omitted's parents couldn't accept their daughter's trans identity. Daily Mail, U.S., exclusive. Nashville mass shooter was rejected by her Christian parents. Do you notice a trend here? It's all about, if the shooter is conservative, he or she was radicalized by conservative rhetoric. If the shooter is liberal, then he or she was provoked by conservative rhetoric. Do you see how they control both goalposts here? Do you notice how...
There's people that are dying.
Literally, Kim. Do you notice how when someone targets a group of people that the media frequently and incorrectly tries to pit conservatives against, like black people or Jews or gays, conservative media figures and politicians come out with the same gesture of thoughts and prayers they did this week, regardless of who the victims were. But when the shoe's on the other foot, and a radical leftist shoots a bunch of children at a school, left-wing personalities openly cheer it on. They laugh in our faces when we offer thoughts and prayers to victims of tragedies, while expecting us to somehow believe that reactions anywhere from victim shaming to expressions of outright joy are preferable. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.